Hello, in this video clip I'm going to look at financial claims and really the substance behind them. In my earlier clip I've looked at the procedure, the process, what steps need to be taken really to get cases ready for this negotiation stage and how those negotiations would really take place. But what's important is not only what's at stake, but what factors are relevant and how therefore we can achieve a settlement to save time and to save costs. There is no presumption in English law for a 50-50 outcome as there are in other jurisdictions. There is case law which suggests that we should look at what's called the yardstick of equality. So if 50-50 is not going to be the outcome, then what should the outcome be and the reasons for that. So we're very much guided by a checklist of factors called the Section 25 factors, and although this is not an exhaustive list, relevant factors can include such things as: are there any children? How long have the parties been married? How old are they? Are there any health issues that need to be taken into account? What are the resources in the case? What's in the pot? What are the respective earning capacities of the husband and wife now and in the foreseeable future? What contributions have been made by the parties? They can be financial contributions, they can also be non-financial contributions, for example being a homemaker and carer for the children. Importantly, in the vast majority of cases, one of the checklist factors which always features are needs. What do the husband and the wife need? They will need a house, that's particularly relevant obviously where there is children, so there's housing needs. Practically, rather than getting bogged down in percentages, where is that house going to be? How much is it going to cost? What are the respective borrowing capacities of each of the parties? So therefore what mortgages are available to them, how much will that cost? So broadly speaking, we've got to look at housing. We've also got to look at income. What is the income from all sources in the case? And therefore, particularly with the more vulnerable party, what's his or her maintenance needs? And that can be a very important feature in a case. Not only child maintenance, but here I'm talking about spousal maintenance. How much maintenance needs to be reasonably paid, but also, again importantly, how long should that maintenance be paid for? There will always be competing arguments, as you can see from the checklist of factors, and hence that leans itself to sometimes substantive negotiations. But where there is dialogue and where there's communication, it will often result in a settlement. Quite clearly, as I've said in my earlier video clip, it's very important that the procedure is followed alongside so we can actually determine as best we can accurately what is in the matrimonial pot, taking into account what are the assets of the case, what are the liabilities and the income, to ensure that everything is fair. Because ultimately, if a court comes to look at it, then what a judge is going to consider is what is a fair outcome, and importantly, at what stage can a clean break be achieved in a case. Thank you.